We're good to go. Well, good evening, everybody. I now call the City Building Committee to order. Tonight's City Building Committee meeting is held in person in the council chambers. Some members of City Building Committee are here. Councillors Natalie Harris and Councillor Aylwin are both joining us remotely. We have some members of the executive team here and the city clerk. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic and physical distancing measures, some executive management and senior leadership teams and city staff are available to answer questions via video. The council chamber still remains closed to the public until further notice. So our first item on the agenda is advisory committee reports. We have 4 advisory committee reports and Councillor Kungl has put them on the floor. Do we have any discussion? They're to be received. Councillor Kungl.
Thank you, through you, Chair Riepma. I just wanted to pause as a member of the Communities in Bloom. So as noted in the attachment around the update, we have since done a celebratory closing of all those participants, and we did a prize draw. And I wanted to note for the public that is available through the City of Barrie's YouTube channel. And all the prizes, I believe, have been successfully received. But I did want to particularly take a moment to thank Mona, who is the lead staff on that committee, and to our chair, Carl. It was another one of the COVID impacted committees, but we did have a very successful Communities in Bloom program. And thanks to all those residents that participate, including the Little Bloomers. But I did want to thank personally, if I may, on behalf of the committee, we did want to make sure that both the City of Barrie and Bradford Greenhouse Garden Gallery were recognized and thanked for providing all the donations to our participants for the random draws. Okay, very well done. All right, so we have 4 committee reports. First of all is the Communities in Bloom Committee, October 21st. The report of the Active Transportation and Sustainability Committee, November the 2nd. Report of the Heritage Barrie Committee, November the 10th. And report of the Arts Advisory Committee, November the 16th. Those are on the floor. Any more discussion about any of those? If not, I'll have a motion to receive them. All in favor? Great, thank you. That carries. We have 2 recommendations coming out of the Heritage Barrie Committee. The first recommendation has to do with the restoration and donation of the historic train engine 1531. And the motion goes on for a page, so I'm not going to read it all, but let me summarize it by saying that the committee has accepted the staff report, and they have recommended that the train or that the engine be donated to the Simcoe County Museum, and that funding be provided for the restoration of that unit, and that we look to the Economic and Creative Development Department to work out how we could have a program to include this display, a display recognizing the railway as part of the city's heritage and as part of the city's restoration work at Allendale Station, in consultation with Allendale Neighborhood Association and Heritage Barrie, and then report back to General Committee. And I think in summary, it's with some reluctance that I can say, because I happen to chair that committee, it's certainly with some reluctance that the committee agreed to transfer the train to Simcoe. The reality is that the number of dollars that are required to for the city to refurbish it and to bring it back here on site and install it are quite considerable.
And at the same time, the county has a significant railway and transportation display there. And we would have to work hard to try to duplicate something like that. So, and the other part of it is, of course, is that we're asking to work with the county to eventually put some sort of display at our train station or somewhere along the waterfront. All right. Having said that, any questions or discussion on this item? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion. Put it on the floor. Thank you, Councillor Congo. All those in favor? Thank you. That carries. All right. The second item that arises from the minutes of the report of the Heritage Committee is with respect to the Municipal Heritage Register. And the recommendation from that committee is that the properties known municipally as 123 Toronto Street, 50 William Street, 90 Cumberland Street, 97 Cumberland Street, and 105 Cumberland Street be added to the Municipal Heritage Register as listed properties. Any questions or comments on that? Are you putting it on the floor, Councillor Congo? Thank you. All right. Seeing no discussion, no questions, I'll call the question. Those in favor? Thank you. That carries. So the final thing on our agenda is the report that is associated with the train, and I should have put that report together with the discussion on the recommendation. But could I just have a motion to receive that report? Thank you, Councillor Kungle. All those in favor? Thank you very much. That carries. That concludes city building. We may just have set a record tonight. Anyway, thank you. And we will be reconvening as planning committee at 7 o'clock sharp. And remember that tonight there's still no parking on city streets after midnight till 7 in the morning because staff are still cleaning up from our snowfall.
Thanks.
City Building Committee is adjourned.